Good evening, folks. Welcome to the City of Lowell Zoning Board of Appeals public hearing for September 9th. Just a few reminders. If you have an electronic device or a cell phone, you could turn it off and put it on vibrate. We appreciate it. You could also join the meeting here via Zoom and by calling in, planning here with DPD. All right, the first item on the agenda, we have continued business. We have ZBA-2025-27. Petition is a variance. The applicant is Jesus Padilla, property located at 128 Lily Ave. The applicant has applied to Lowell Zoning Board of Appeals, seeking a variance approval to raise the roof of the existing building to create finishable space in the attic. The subject property is located in a traditional two-family TTF zoning district. The proposal requires variance approval for section 5.1 for relief from the maximum height and maximum story requirements and any other Lowell zoning ordinance. Anyone here for Lily Ave? Good evening, sir.
Good afternoon. I'm representing to Ramos Drywall, and we're going to talk about the 128 Lily Avenue, about the attic renovation. Mm-hmm. The owners, they are thinking to expand this attic about 4 or 5 feet up to gain more space on this attic. So this is the reason that we're gonna do this, because they have, they're gonna expand their family now. They have grandchildren and their sons and daughters. That's right. They're gonna do this.
Okay. Anything else you want to add, sir? Is that it?
Say that again?
Is that it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll just open up the hearing to the public. Anyone wishing to speak in opposition to this petition? In opposition? In opposition? All right, seeing none, that portion of the public hearing is closed. Anyone wishing to speak in favor of this petition? In favor, in favor. All right, seeing none, the public hearing is closed. We're going to open questions and comments to the board. All right, the chair recognizes Mr. Procope. Mr. Procope, the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The request seems to be fine, but you need a variance for parking, right? Because you need a variance for parking.
Okay.
Because I see you have one driveway. You're adding additional units, is what I understand.
They already have 2 bedrooms. So now what we're gonna do is just lift
Raise
it up
it
the
up.
ceiling, but we're gonna keep saying 2 bedrooms.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
We're
Okay.
not gonna change. You're just gonna lift it up the ceiling only.
Okay. All right, my apologies. In looking at the property, I mean, it seems like it's going to need a lot of work, and I like the proposal that you have here for the roof, and, I think it's going to be good. You're adding a dormer, is that right?
Has 2 dormers right now.
Oh, it already has one.
Yeah. So that's gonna be the level of the new roof.
Got it. Got it. Well, I like the rendition, and I think in that area, I mean, that house is, it needs the improvement, and I think it would only, add to the neighborhood, it would be a nice presentation. It would be something that will improve that area. So I will be voting in favor of this.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Procope. The chair recognizes Mr. Hovey. Mr. Hovey, the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you. One, I appreciate you not going any higher than it already is, right? The peak is staying the same. So just for clarification, it's a 1-family right now?
Yes.
It's going to stay a 1-family?
Yeah.
Peter, do we know where we got that it was going to be a 2-family?
Somebody came in last week and asked me if they could do it as a 2-family.
Okay. That's not in the plans at all, so it's not going to be a 2-family?
It's not the plan right now.
Okay.
We never know the future, but they're not gonna plan to change it.
So you understand if you're going to change it, you have to come back before us here?
Yeah.
Okay. So as long as the plans stay as they are right now, I don't see a problem with it. There's no additional parking. We're not actually going any higher. I think it's great. Good luck.
Thank you, Mr. Huffey. The chair recognizes Mr. McCarthy. Mr. McCarthy, the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just have a couple of questions. There's some comments that was provided by the, I guess, Peter Kutrumbas, the assistant planner. And one of the things he states is that the applicant should note that the addition cannot be used as an additional apartment unit. So that's stated very clearly, and I think that's for a variety of reasons, but you just need to know that this expense that you're doing for the third floor, which is wonderful, I think that's a great use of space, is not being built with the intent that at some point you can carve out another unit, right? Okay. And I'm glad that you kept the ridge exactly where the ridge is now, so you're not going any higher than the ridge currently is. And the comments that we have, you don't have a variance for floor area, you just have a variance for maximum stories. So you're going from 2.5 allowable to 3. So I think that's a reasonable thing to ask for. It's a small footprint, so you're gaining a family room, 2 bedrooms, and a bath. So very good. I can support this. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McCarthy. The chair recognizes the vice chairman, Mr. Callahan. The floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, through you, Mr. Chairman. The main concern I had was we got late notice of a potential change of from one family to a 2-family. Then there would be additional variances that would be included with that. But if you're representing to us today, it's just going to stay at 1 family.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
I see no issues with this. And as Dennis mentioned, the note said that also that the unit, whatever addition you're putting in on the roof, cannot be used as an additional apartment. In the future, if, yes, as was mentioned, if your client does intend to convert it to a 2-family, then you're gonna have to come back before us because there's, we still have some issues with regards to parking and the lot area per dwelling unit on that. But presuming that never happens and then your client just continues to live there 1 family, then that's great. And so I can find myself approving this. So based on that, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Callahan. I think this is a minor request, and it'd be a great addition to your client, so I don't have any issues either. All right. If there's no further comments, can we have a motion, please?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion for ZBA 2025-27 for variance at 128 Lily Ave. Variances for maximum relief for maximum height and for maximum story requirements.
All right. Motion by Mr. McCarthy.
Second.
Second by Mr. Prokop. Can we have a roll call, please?
Chairman Peck,
Approve.
Vice Chair Callahan,
Approved?
Member McCarthy,
Approve.
Member Hovey, Member Prokop.
Approve.
All right. You've been approved. Wish you the best of luck, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, and have a good evening.
There you go.
Take care. All right, moving on to the next item on the agenda, we have new business. We have ZBA-2025-34. The petition is a variance. The applicant is SCAF Realty LLC. Property located at 93 Mammoth Road. The applicant has applied to the Lowell Board of Appeals, seeking variance approval to convert the former municipal firehouse at 93 Mammoth Road to 3 residential units. The property is located in the neighborhood business NB zoning district. The proposal requires variance to approve for section 5.1 for relief from the minimum lot area per dwelling unit, minimum floor area ratio FAR, and for any other relief required in the Lowell zoning ordinance, and for any other relief required under the Lowell zoning ordinance. Good evening, Councilor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening to all. For the record, my name is John Geary of Geary & Geary LLP, 32 Church Street, Lowell, Mass. I'm here tonight representing the applicant, SCAF Realty LLC. With us tonight, we have George Scaff. George is the principal of the LLC. We also have Matt Hammer from Landplex. As the chairman mentioned, we're here tonight seeking relief pursuant to section 5.1 in order for Mr. Scaff to redevelop this old municipal building from its dilapidated state to that of 3 residential dwelling units. The property is located within the neighborhood business district and sits on about 5,346 square feet of land. As you probably all know, the property is the former site of the Mammoth Road Fire Station, which was taken out of service several years ago and has sat vacant on the property for quite some time now. Mr. Scaff is brought to this position as being the successful bidder in a request for proposal for the city to sell the property. We entered into a purchase and sale agreement back in, I believe, on July 1st of this year. That agreement is subject to Mr. Scaff receiving all municipal approvals in order to redevelop or repurpose the property into 3 residential buildings. There was a previous, a first round of requests for proposals that went out on this property. There was a developer selected. For whatever reason, that never went forward. Mr. Scaff was the only bidder on the second round and was the successful. The city chose his application as a advantageous application. In terms of the relief being requested pursuant to 5.1, we're specifically seeking relief for minimum lot area, for lot area per dwelling unit, for floor area ratio, and for minimum usable open space per dwelling unit. The staff did a pretty good job of analyzing the relief that we're requesting, but with regard to minimum lot area, the neighborhood business district requires that you have 6,000 square feet of land. We have just short of that. We have 5,346 square feet of land. In terms of lot area per dwelling unit, the neighborhood business district requires that you have 2,500 square feet of land area for each dwelling unit. In this instance, we provide approximately 1,782 square feet, so we're slightly short on that and seeking relief. In terms of the maximum floor area ratio, the ratio is 1 in this district. We're just slightly over that at 1.1. And finally, in terms of the usable open space per dwelling unit, the code requires that we provide 250 square feet of usable open space as defined in the code for each dwelling unit. In this instance, you know, the typical old municipal building, the building takes up most of the lot. So there's really no usable open space that we're able to provide on site. However, fortunately, this property is almost directly across the street from the Father Maguire Park, which provides a vast amount of usable open space for any resident that would be interested in taking advantage of that. So that's the specific relief that we're requesting. We've had an opportunity to review the staff comments. Those comments are supportive of the application, I would suggest. The economic development team confirms that the property was sold to the applicant in order to be repurposed for residential housing, and that the site is, you know, the proposed project is a vast improvement to what currently exists on the site. We've also had a chance to review the engineering comments as well as comments from the stormwater team. We believe that we're able to address any concerns that are raised in those comments. The transportation engineer notes that residents will have to back out onto Mammoth Road to leave this property. That is unfortunately what we're stuck with here, and it's very similar to all the other businesses along this stretch of Mammoth Road. So there's not too much we can do about that, but you know, on the upside, we are able to provide 2 parking spaces per dwelling unit. And when Matt goes over the site plan, he'll show that you know, we're improving the site dramatically in our view. The property is basically 100% impervious as it exists now. We are proposing some landscaping wherever we can. We're proposing a couple of trees. So Matt will go over that with you in a few minutes. As I said, the project calls for 3 residential dwelling units. So units 1 and 2 are both on the 2nd and 3rd floor. Unit 1 will be approximately 2,400 square feet. That will have 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. There will be an assigned parking spot within one of the garage bays and immediately outside of that garage bay. Unit 2, also on the other side of the 2nd and 3rd floor, will have about 3,000 square feet of space. We'll have 3 bedrooms and 2 baths. We'll also have an assigned parking space in one of the garage bays and immediately outside of the garage bay. Unit 3 is entirely on the first floor. That will have 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, and consist of about 1,200 square feet of land. The parking for that unit will be to the right side of the building or the south side of the building in tandem fashion. So repurposing these municipal buildings can always be challenging for a developer. You never know what you're going to run into. Fortunately, Mr. Scaff did a very similar project on 4th Street in Lowell. It was essentially the same thing, an old firehouse that was repurposed for 3 residential units. So I think we have the right man for the job. So with that, I'll turn the presentation over to Matt. Matt will review the plans with the board. Thank you.
For the record, Matt Hammer, Lamplex Engineering, 60 Fletcher Street, Lowell, Mass. I'm going to go over the existing conditions on the property, which is here. This is 93 Mammoth Road. Mammoth Road obviously being here. There's a separation of a zoning district here from the neighborhood to the traditional 2-family, which is along the center of Mammoth Road. We're in a neighborhood business district. Right now, all in gray is paved area surrounding the building. And this is the firehouse here. There's 2 there's garage bays for the fire trucks that would also enter the building as well from the roadway. This is the proposed site plan. You can see that there's a significant increase in green space shown in green, as well as some landscaping, which is along this southerly portion of the property and along the northerly side of this driveway entrance. There's also a proposed tree in the rear with some shrubs in the rear as well. The parking spaces for units 2 and 3 are located 1 space within each garage bay and 1 space outside of the building. And then you'll see there's extra pavement here before you get to the actual right-of-way, and then that obviously will extend out to the pavement there. This is the 2 parking spaces outside of the building to service Unit 1, and there's a porous walkway shown here to gain access to Unit 1. We noticed in the comments about some additional drainage being requested by the stormwater team, and we will most certainly work with the stormwater team if additional drainage can be achieved on the site. These are the floor plans. Starting with Unit 1, this is the walkway to Unit 1 to gain access underneath to this unit, which is on the ground level. Excuse me. For Unit 3, excuse me, I misspoke. So this is the parking spaces for Unit 3 to get to the side door to Unit 3 through that porous walkway. This is showing the interior configuration of that with the living area and the 2 bedrooms. For Unit 1 and 2, they're each accessed by a stairwell within the garages to get yourself up to the 2nd floor for each unit, which has a space on the 2nd and 3rd floor of the building. And I can put it back to Attorney Geary.
Thanks, Matt. So this is a great opportunity to repurpose this old, dilapidated municipal building into much-needed residential housing within the city. It can be done without derogating from the intent of the NB zoning district, and it can be done without any detriment to the public good. So we feel we meet the criteria for issuance of the requested relief tonight, and we're respectfully requesting approval this evening. But we're happy to answer any questions or address any concerns that the board may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor. All right, now we're going to open the hearing to the public. Anyone wishing to speak in opposition to this petition? An opposition? An opposition? All right, seeing none, that portion of the public hearing is closed. Anyone wishing to speak in favor of this petition? In favor? In favor? All right, seeing none, on the public hearing is closed, we're going to open the questions and comments to the board. The chair recognizes Mr. Hovey. Mr. Hovey, the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you. I didn't catch it. Are you going to put gutters on the roof on this?
Yes, the intent is to put gutters on the
Okay.
roof. Yeah.
No, I appreciate that. It was just one of the questions. Granted, it was a city building with no gutters, but I appreciate that you're willing to put one.
Yeah, there are gutters there now, they're just not in great shape.
Okay. I see the planting and the landscape here. Was that already submitted to the city prior to the, or post the notes?
Yes, this is the original site plan that was submitted with the application.
Right.
Okay.
We have not changed anything from the initial submission.
Okay. No, I think it's great. I mean, we don't want to see our municipal buildings, like the one across the street, just fall into decay. So I can appreciate this. We're staying in the footprint. We're actually enhancing the footprint with green space. I know it's not usable open, but it's still far superior to what's there now. So I have no problems with this, and I think it's great.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Hovey. The chair recognizes Mr. McCarthy. Mr. McCarthy, the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I just want to thank the applicant, Mr. Staff, for taking this building on. You did a great job on 4th Street. 4th Ave? 4th Street? 4th Street. 4th Street, right. This is such a great building. I remember going in there when it was the fire department, thinking to myself, they don't belong here. This should be residential. It's such a great building. The plans look very nice. I'm glad you were able to use that 3rd floor, and especially the tower. Hopefully the tower stays, right? Okay. And you have green space. Unbelievable, you have green space. I mean, that building is so tight. That site is so tight. The green space, I want to believe, is real in the front, because the driveway size, is it 8'6"? What are the widths of the driveways?
The driveways are 8 feet.
They're only 8 feet.
Yeah. That's the requirement. There's a dimension on a typical space, which is 8 by 18.
Right, but I noticed the dotted line is inside the edges of the pavement, so I was thinking it was probably 8'6". But in any event, whatever it is, it is.
So I stand corrected, Ms. McCarthy. I believe they're 9 feet of total pavement.
That's more reasonable. Okay, great. Can we get a street tree?
We have one back here. I honestly don't believe that a street tree is going to work here.
Because?
We just have very limited space here in between this driveway. The only place it could go is right here.
Right, and I think it's over 6 feet.
Yeah, so, I mean, we could put a tree in there.
And like a flowering, magnolia or, anyway, it'd be lovely to
Doesn't
get a
have to
street tree.
necessarily be a shade tree.
Right.
Okay.
That area of Mammoth Road is devoid of trees
Yeah.
and needs, you have the park across the street, but it'd be lovely to get more trees in general there.
Yeah.
And you
we
have a
can
spot.
Certainly try to do that.
Okay. And then I'd like to make a condition that we adopt the 7 comments from the engineer department as a condition. There's, you've seen the comments there, and you're aware of them, but I just want to make it a condition that we're going to adopt those 7 comments. But thank you for taking this on. This building is in tough shape, and I'm glad you were able to figure out a way of making it work. When would you be breaking ground?
Yeah, we haven't consummated the transaction yet. We haven't purchased the property, so we have to get
So
through this
spring.
process. We have planning board a month from now.
So spring.
Yeah, spring.
Okay. looking forward to it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. McCarthy. The chair recognizes the vice chairman, Ms. Callahan. The floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, through Mr. Chairman. Yes, this is a fantastic repurpose of the building, and I'm amazed about even getting the green space in there as well, that you were able to do that. Fantastic job. About the tree, I mean, if you could fit it in there, great, but I got concerns about the backing, because the transportation engineer had concerns about the backing in and out into Mammoth Road, which is the only possibility on getting these cars in most of the instances, so.
Well, the one thing I can say about that is that there's distance between the actual pavement and line of sight that it is going to enable folks to, to be able to see
Okay.
the traffic coming in. And it tends to really slow down in that section of Mammoth Road.
Yep.
So you would think courtesy would enable people to get in and out over time.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, that would, I would agree with Dennis on that, but that would have been my only concern about, the backing and backing out, if we can get a tree on there. If we can, I'd say do the best you can. If you can, great. If you can't, I'm not going to be concerned about it.
And one of the concerns, we were just conferring with my client, is that the engineering comments are requiring a sidewalk, asphalt sidewalk in the front as well.
Okay.
So that could impede the ability to put we don't have a lot of space to begin with, so. But we'll certainly make an effort.
Understandable. No, I agreed. And as far as the requirements for the variance, what you're asking for, is fairly minimal. Minimum lot area, you only need 654.
Yep.
Lot area per dwelling unit, you only need 218. Maximum floor area ratio, 0.01, 0.1. The usual open space, obviously, you're working with what you got, and that's, it is what it is, so. The one thing I found, fairly ironic, for an old firehouse, is the fire department issued some comments saying, property will require a sprinkler system. Like, for an old firehouse, hey, at least they're on the ball about it, too, so.
Right.
But, no, good. I think this is going to be a fantastic project, and a great repurpose, and I wish you the best of luck. So, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Callahan. Chair recognizes Mr. Prokop. Mr. Prokop, the floor is yours, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I agree with my fellow members. This is a great project. And again, it being vacant for such a long time, I think it's obviously a great enhancement. So I'll be voting in favor. With the conditions. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Prokop. I don't have any concerns. Again, I think you're putting quite an investment in this and repurposing this old firehouse, so thank you for your investment, Mr. Scaff. Yeah, I don't have any concerns. I think it's going to be a great project, and as people said, we need housing in the city, so this is going to add to the stock of housing that we need in the community. All right. And then, Councilor, you're in agreement with the conditions with the comments from the engineering department?
Yes.
Okay. All right. If there's no further comments from my colleagues, can we have a motion, please?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion for ZBA 2025-34 for variances at 93 Mammoth Road. Variance required are minimum relief from minimum lot area per dwelling unit, minimum floor area ratio, with the two conditions that the applicant work with DPD to see if we can provide a street tree. And the second condition is to adopt the 7 comments listed by the engineering department.
Correct.
All right. Motion by Mr. McCarthy, second by the vice chairman. Mr. Callahan, can we have a roll call, please?
Chairman Peck,
Approve of conditions.
Vice Chair Callahan,
Approve of conditions.
Member McCarthy,
Approve with conditions.
Member Hovey,
Approve.
Member Prokop.
Approve with conditions.
All right, you approve. Wish
Thank
you best
you.
of luck.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Scaff. Yep, thank you. All right, we're gonna take one business item out of order here. The next item on the agenda, we have ZBA-2025-38, petition is a variance. The applicant is Steve DeRosa, property located at 14 through 16 Rockdale Ave. The applicant has applied to Lowell Board of Appeals seeking a variance approval to construct a paved parking area at 14 through 16 Rockdale Ave to accommodate the parking needs of 8 nearby properties. The subject property is located in the urban single-family USF zoning district. The proposal requires special permit approval per Article 12.6I and for any other relief required in the Lowell zoning ordinance. Good evening, Councilor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Again, John Geary representing Steve DeRosa, trustee of the Fulton Street Realty Trust. We are requesting a continuance. You should have the request for continuance completed. There was an issue with the publication, so that's been squared away, and we're hoping to get on the agenda for September 22nd.
Okay. Do we have an opening on September, in that date?
Yeah, we already put it on.
Oh, okay, good. All right. All right. There's no comments from my colleagues. Can we just have a motion to continue the matter?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion for ZBA 2025-38 at 14-16 Rockdale Ave to be continued to September 22nd.
All right, motion by Mr. McCarthy.
Second.
Second by Mr. Hovey. Can we roll call, please?
Chairman Peck,
Approve continuance.
Vice Chair Callahan,
Approved continuance to September 22nd, 2025.
Member McCarthy,
Approve continuance to September 22nd.
Member Hovey,
Approve.
Member Prokop.
Approve continuance to September 22nd.
All right, it's been continued to 22nd. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking it out of order.
No, of course.
Good
Thank you. Have a good night. Just for the public notice, there be no other notice about this agenda item. That is the public notice. All right, moving on to the next item on the agenda. We have ZBA-2025-36, petition is variance. Applicant is Pony Kosukan, property located at 10 Corson Street. The applicant has applied to the Lowell Board of Appeals seeking a variance approval to add a third story to their home at 10 Carson Street. The property is located in traditional two-family TTF zoning district. The proposal requires variance approval for section 5.1 for relief from the maximum stories requirement and any relief required in the Lowell zoning ordinance. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. My name is Bianca. I'm here to represent Ms. Pony. The proposal for this petition is to add another floor in the existing building, two-story building. I believe you guys already have a chance to take a look in the plans we have. So this is everything she's expecting. For a long time to build this third floor, and we are here today. She's trying to be here, but she's not feeling well, and we're trying to give this to her before the winter start. If you guys approve, with consent of you guys.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir, for your comments. We're going to open questions and comments to the public here. Anyone wishing to speak in opposition to this petition? In opposition, in opposition. All right, seeing none, that portion of the public hearing is closed. Anyone wishing to speak in favor of the petition? In favor, in favor. All right, seeing none, the public hearing is closed. We're going to open questions and comments to the board. The chair recognizes Mr. McCarthy. Mr. McCarthy, the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It's a relatively small footprint, and again, similar to a previous application here. And you're adding, I think, 3 bedrooms?
And a bathroom.
And a bathroom, right. You're only really requiring a variance for number of stories, not even FAR on this one, I think, right?
Yep.
So, again, your height is within the requirements for the height restriction in the district already, so with the additional story. So it's just that one variance then, which seems to make sense. Good for you. I like footprints that don't expand, especially on lots. And you're fitting in with the height restriction. So nicely done. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. McCarthy. The chair recognizes the vice chairman, Mr. Callahan. The floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yep, I share the same sentiments. I don't really have any concerns with this, and staff has issued a comment saying they don't have any concerns as well. So I think I think I can approve this, so I wish you the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McCarthy. Mr. Callahan. The chair recognizes Mr. Prokop. Mr. Prokop, the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I agree with my members. I think it's a small ask, and good luck. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you, Mr. Prokop. Chair recognizes Mr. Harvey. Mr. Harvey, the floor is yours, sir.
I have nothing to add.
All right, thank you. Straightforward, there's no issues, makes sense to me. I think it's just minor ask, so wish you the best of luck, sir. All right, if there's no further comments, can we have a motion, please?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion for ZBA 2025-36 for variance at 10 Corson Street. The applicant is seeking a variance for relief for maximum story requirement.
All right, motion by Mr. McCarthy,
Second.
second by Mr. Prokop. Can we have a roll call, please?
Chairman Peck,
Approve.
Vice Chair Callahan,
Approved.
Member McCarthy,
Approve.
Member Hovey,
Approve.
Member Prokop.
Approve.
All right, you've been approved. Wish you the best of luck, sir.
Thank you.
All right, good luck to you and your client. All right, moving on to the next item on the agenda, we have ZBA-2025-35. The petition is a variance. The applicant is Sambath and Sundup Chim Ross, property located at 22 Wedge Street. The applicant has applied to Lowell's Board of Appeals, seeking a variance approval to enclose the front porch at 22 Wedge Street. The property is in a traditional single-family TSF zoning district. The proposal requires variance approval for section 5.1 for relief from the front yard setback requirements and any other relief required in Lowell zoning ordinance. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman and board members. Hushmand Afshar, Taj Engineering LLC here in Lowell. The applicant and the owner basically is obviously totally ignorant of the requirements, but you would expect a licensed contractor who has applied for the permit would be familiar with the zoning bylaws of the city. The contractor obtained a permit for the siding and did the siding of the house. However, when the applicant expressed that the family is growing and children need a play area or playroom, he just went ahead and without pulling any additional permit, closed the front porch. So the front porch and the setback of 5.4 did already existed. So what the contractor did, without approaching to the city and getting another permit for enclosing the porch, went ahead and just continued the siding and enclosed the porch which already existed. So it's not that the front setback was encroached upon. It was already existing, and not knowing to the owner, to the applicant, the contractor went ahead and did, and it was noticed by the city. The owner was issued a fine. The owner was issued a fine, not the contractor. And the owner right away paid the fine, and they came to me and they said, this is what happened, without their knowledge really. So this is what the existing was. As you can see, the porch is there at the same setback, and this is what happened now. I personally think it looks better. It's not really detrimental to the neighborhood. And also, as I understand, there are at least 2 other houses in the neighborhood. They are in the same situation. So with respect to the situation that has happened, without the knowledge of the applicant really, we do request a variance, please, for the relief of the setback which was already existed, actually.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We'll open the hearing to the public now. Anyone wishing to speak in opposition to the petition? In opposition? All right, hearing none, that portion of the public hearing is closed. Anyone wishing to speak in favor of the petition? In favor, in favor. All right, seeing none, the public hearing is closed. We're going to open questions and comments to the board now. The chair recognizes the vice chairman, Mr. Callahan. The floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, through you, Mr. Chairman. I mean, I appreciate the applicant coming and trying to make things right after this happened. Were there any other additional, when they were doing the construction, were there any other additional items done into the interior, or did they just cover it, and then the existing, like, what used to be the existing front, is it still there? Did they
Yes,
just cover it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes,
technically the porch is still there, but it's entirely covered.
exactly.
Okay. So they didn't tear down any front facade or any wall, make, bigger rooms or anything to that effect, right?
That's correct, sir.
Okay. All right. That was my only concern, so, but I think this seems like something that can possibly be approved, so, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Callahan. The chair recognizes Mr. Prokop. The floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have no concerns. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Prokop. Chair recognizes Mr. Hovey. Mr. Hovey, the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you. I don't have any concerns, but I do have a question. How long ago was the construction done?
The construction, how long ago was it done? In July finished? Finished,
July of this year?
yes.
And then you were visited by the city in what, August? Yeah. So you got a fine right when it was finished? So like a week or two after it was finished, you got a fine? Oh, okay, 2 or 3 days?
Days, yes.
Oh, okay, all right. No, listen, you didn't encroach. You got taken advantage of. I don't think there was anything detrimentally done, per se, to what's going on here, so we'll remedy this.
And the fine was not a small amount.
No.
Yeah. And they paid it right away.
Okay. All right, thank you, Mr. Hovey. Chair recognizes Mr. McCarthy. Mr. McCarthy, the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This reminds me of a project we had in front of us where on Inland Street, where the applicant was looking to enclose a porch, which we eventually granted, but there was comments from the building department. You don't have comments from the building department on stating that you have any outstanding permits or anything, so it looks like you're doing the right thing. I just wish we had something, Dylan, in the city here where we go after these contractors that are not doing the right thing. And I think that that's something that I'd like to take up with my city councilor and see if we can start to look at some ordinance or something that issues deterrent to these contractors that should know better. It's a small ask. I think we should grant it. And you don't have any opposition here, so, but it's too bad you were taken advantage of by this contractor, and it's sad that this happened to you. So, going forward, I think this is a small ask, like I said, and we should grant this, but we should look in the city to put some kind of deterrence for these contractors taking advantage of clients. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. McCarthy. Yeah, I don't have any concerns or questions. Again, I think we've seen a few of these kind of situations where like contractors come in and they do the work, and they're the experts. So a homeowner don't know all the regulations, the guidelines, so they trust them. So unfortunately, there's some not so good people out there doing things like that. Yeah, and again, I'm sorry that you got fined. It's just the nature of how things are. But I'm here. I'm glad you're here to rectify the issue and do it the right way, the correct way. And again, I think it's not a big ask. It's not intrusive. You're just enclosing the deck. And again, like my colleague said, there's no opposition. So yeah, I'll support this as well. If there's no further comments, can we have a motion, please?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion for ZBA 2025-35 at 22 Wedge Street, or variance for relief from front yard setback requirement.
All right, motion by Mr. McCarthy,
Second.
second by the Vice Chairman, Mr. Callahan. Can we have a roll call, please?
Chairman Peck,
Approve?
Vice Chair Callahan,
Approved.
Member McCarthy,
Approve.
Member Hovey,
Approve.
Member Prokop.
Approve.
All right, you've been approved. Wish you best of luck.
Thank you, sir. Can I say just 30 seconds? In addition to the financial punishment and fine, these people come to my office almost with tear in their eyes. And what I'm talking about is the emotional stress. They don't know the laws, they don't know the bylaws, and they think, oh my God, I got fined, I'm going to lose my home, it's end of the world. And so I just want to add that emotional stress which causes on the family, which personally breaks my heart when they come.
Of course, of course.
Thank you, sorry about
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. All right, moving on to other business. We have minutes for approval for August 11th. Any edits, comments, revisions to the minutes? All right, seeing, I can have a motion, please.
Through you, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion for approval of the meeting minutes from August 11, 2025.
All right, motion by Mr. McCarthy to approve the minutes.
Second.
Second by Mr. Hovey. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, say nay. The ayes are unanimous. We do have one thing one comment. Just, so we have officer elections in September. Some members are going to be absent. So can we just postpone that to the October 16th meeting so all the members are here so we can all participate and with the elections of the officers and everything? All right. Any other comments from my colleagues before we motion to adjourn?
I would just like to comment, if I could, to remind people that if you are in a district that's voting, to please get out and vote tomorrow, because it's important for this whole election that we participate. Thank you.
Agreed.
Aye.
Peter, do we have to approve the next year's schedule?
We can do that at the next meeting because it wasn't technically on this one.
All right.
I second Member McCarthy's comments there. Also, at this time, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to recognize the passing of Edmund Tarmy, Ned Tarmy, who was the director of the Lowell City Water Department for many, many, many years. Ned was a fixture in the city of Lowell. He was a great guy, and he will be sorely missed. So rest in peace, Ned.
Thank you for that, Mr. Callahan. Thank you for that memorial. All right. Any other comments from my colleagues before we motion to adjourn? All right. Seeing none, can I have a motion to adjourn, please?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
All right. Motion by Mr. McCarthy to adjourn.
Second.
Second by the Vice Chairman. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed say nay. The ayes are unanimous. We are adjourned. Thank you. Have a good night, folks.
Re-